All right, we live? Let's give it a second. Excellent connection. All right, looks good. Hello. Welcome, welcome. We're on stream number 57. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about YouTube, money, and business. This is a topic that has been on my mind this week. And so I figured let's have a stream about it. So thanks for anyone who is watching the replay of this stream. If you missed the live portion of this, the next stream is going to be, let's say June 3rd or June 4th at around the same time, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. So hopefully we'll get some cool questions today and we can have a fun stream. As I think it was the last one. The last one, a lot of new people showed up, which was surprising for me because there was a lot of names that I didn't recognize. Normally it's the usual suspects who show up, and which is what I love. I love having this small, tight-knit community and tribe of people to talk to and stream with, and it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun for me. This used to be an anxiety-ridden endeavor in the past when I first started streaming, which is kind of funny. But now I really enjoy it, and it's something that I look forward to. So yeah. So thanks for stopping by. Man, why is my desk all dirty? My internet's a little wonky right now. I can't tell if my connection is good. It says it's good. I'm sure someone will let me know if something's off. So anyways, the topic I wanted to talk about is related to the past video I released. I don't know if you guys missed it or if you didn't see it. I posted a video yesterday or the day before about my plan on how I want to quit the corporate 9-to-5 and get away from my day job and pursue all of this content creation stuff, which is my passion in life, full time. And it would make me incredibly happy to do so. And so a lot of these questions came up when it came to finances and money and benefits and pension and how much do I need and what are these financial expectations that I have in order to be able to quit the 9-to-5, for example. And then also there were a bunch of existential questions came up. The why, the what if, the social pressures, the failure, the doubts, and all of these other issues that come up when it comes to anything entrepreneurial. I know it's incredibly easy to say, follow your passion in life, chase your dreams, do work that gives you fulfillment, which makes sense. However, it's generally pretty difficult to make a full-time living or salary from some of these activities. And that's why there's so many people that feel like they're stuck in the corporate 9-to-5. They're stuck in the rat race, right? It's because of how difficult entrepreneurship, how do you even say that? It's so difficult to be an entrepreneur. And so I think it was important for me to make that video and to sort of talk about my thought process and what I've been going through, what I've been thinking about, because next month we are going to be approaching 4 years on the channel. I started posting consistently somewhere in the middle of June of 2019, I think. I was posting before, like in March and April, but I wasn't really consistent, to be honest. I was sort of like all over the place. I had some random vlogs. I had some day in the life videos. I also had some full day of eating videos, like very obscure, random, and strange content that didn't have any real clear direction, goal, or purpose. And so I was just figuring things out, right? I didn't know what I wanted to do on YouTube. I knew I wanted to start a channel. I knew I wanted to create content. I knew I wanted to edit videos. but trying to figure out like what the core concept was, what the niche was, what the main idea was, that's what I always struggled with. And so I've always wanted to make a channel since I think it was 2007 when I created my YouTube channel, but I just never knew what to talk about, right? So, oh man, I'm gonna butcher this word again. Misanthrope. Bro, you got me into like a tongue twister every time. Big Dog, welcome back. What's up, dude? How you doing? Is my audio and video and everything all right? Let me know if anything's messed up. But what's up, bro? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to the stream. And so, I got some coffee here. Oh yeah, how's the channel? I was sort of just touching on creating a YouTube channel and the struggles that I had in the beginning. Like, trust me, creating this whole YouTube channel journey, whatever you want to call it, in those early days of 2019, you have no clue what you're doing. You have no idea where the channel is going to lead. You have no idea what type of content is going to be good. You are struggling to find your voice and your ability to be comfortable and to just be yourself in front of a camera. All these things were incredibly hard for me. It took me years to develop a level of confidence, to be on camera, a level of comfortability when it comes to expressing some of my thoughts and opinions. And those were like all of my struggles in 2019. And it was like finding my voice, right? Finding my voice. And then now that I finally found that voice and found what my direction is, what my purpose is, what I want to do with all this type of stuff, I want to take it to the next level, right? I want to just wake up and just do this type of stuff. Like if I could stream more than once a week, or if I could post videos more than once a week, or do podcasts more than twice a month, like that'd be just make me super happy, right? Yo, Ken Smith, what's up, Ken Smith? Drama free. I saw your text or the notification. I didn't read it yet though. What's up, Ken? How's that weather? It's beautiful today, right? Misanthrope. LOL, I know it's a hard. Yeah, bro. It's funny because I've never heard that word used ever. Misanthropy. I'm learning. See, I learned stuff during these streams too. Yo, Brian, what's up? Good conversation the other day. Bro is leveling up every day. Keep up the great work, man. Yeah, thanks, dude. Stream 57. Who would have known, right? Remember stream 2 or stream 3? It's like me, you, and Forrest. It's like 3 of us, and maybe Tina was there too. Those are the struggling days of the live stream. I've been busy with other stuff, so I haven't uploaded in like 2 weeks. I just dropped a new short that got age restricted because I was going off the rails. You got age restricted because you're going off the rails? What? It was too real? You were too real for YouTube? I got one video in the cooker, ready to go, and I'm going to drop that one probably today or tomorrow. Yeah, see, that's one thing that's tough about YouTube when you're trying to be authentic and real and transparent, just like speak the truth. There's a lot of issues that are touch and go. They're kind of sensitive. You can get age restricted. You can get limited monetization. You can get comments removed. You can even get banned, shadow banned. Like there's a lot of restrictions, right, when it comes to YouTube. That stuff's kind of tricky because I sort of tippy-toe around that. I have a lot of beliefs that I guess would be considered controversial, but I try not to go too hard in the paint unless necessary. I don't know. It's a fine line. It's a fine line you have to play, right? Awesome sunny day here. Yeah, bro. We were just out. Took my daughter to swimming lessons. I was walking outside in the sun. It was beautiful. I love summer so much. It's the best. Hey, Forrest. Forrest, the OG. How you been, Forrest? How is everything? Yes, we were just talking. I was mentioning to Brian those early streams. It was Forrest. It was me, you, Brian, Tina, and that's it. And me just rambling to myself about nonsense. Like, why did I even do that? Like, thinking back, what possessed me to want to just stream for, I think one of the first streams was like 3 hours. And there was like nobody in the chat, but for whatever reason, I loved it. I must have enjoyed it. Because if I didn't enjoy it, I probably would have stopped the stream after an hour, right? Or at least given up. So. What are y'all honest thoughts on my channel, and what do you think I can improve in? I'm going to make a poll on it too. Okay, so usually it's good to get feedback on a channel, but normally what you want to do is you want to make 50 shitty videos. You always have to remember that it doesn't matter how much effort you put in, how much pre-planning or preparation you put into YouTube videos. Generally, your first like 50 or even like your first 100, they're all going to suck. And I have tons of videos like that in my past. So what you want to do is sort of just churn out as many of those videos as you can in the beginning. And then you'll sort of find your groove. You'll find your style, you'll find your niche, you'll find your comfortability. And video 50 is going to be so different than video 5, right? So getting feedback is good too, of course, but I would just focus on just churning them out, right? That's how I think you get better, or that's how I think you expedite the learning curve in the beginning of content creation. Is just put in the reps, right? Feeding a kitten. Oh, Forrest, did you get a cat? You get a kitten? Tina's brother had, or when did he get? He got a second cat recently. Kittens are wild. They're like a ball of energy. Next week is all about offline other than Messenger. Feeling YouTube burnout, if that makes sense, bro. That's interesting, Ken. Oh yeah, I think you're mentioning like a detox, right? Like a social media detox. Those are always beneficial. You know, any type of detox from technology, whether it's your phone, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Netflix, whatever, any of these social media platforms, I think it's always beneficial to take a break every once in a while, you know? That was sort of like me on my trip. Even though I still recorded videos, which were kind of funny. Is this music too loud? Turn this down a little bit. I can't tell. But yeah, taking a break from anything is always good. Maybe this is why I'm super enthusiastic this past 2 weeks. Like when I came back from that, 1 week vacation I had, I was ready to go. I was fired up. I was motivated. I was full of inspiration. I was disciplined. I was just like ready to get after it. And that was only after 1 week off. So it's like you sort of can tell I love this stuff. But, I think we always get accustomed to what we do every single day, right? We get accustomed to our phones. We get accustomed to YouTube, scrolling, Instagram, our feeds, Facebook. Like we get accustomed to all these things, right? It's like all things in life. Always taking a break gives you perspective on these things. Let me catch up on the comments. I know my channel has a lot of toxicity in it, but trust me, there's a bright side to it as well. It's more than just, misanthropic ranting. Did I say that right? What is your channel content? My beat snippet shorts have been getting more views and oh my god, dude. Why can't I say these words? Misanthropic rant videos. I'm thinking about probably ditching the misanthropic rant videos and just probably doing beat making videos. Yeah, just do whatever. This is like common advice. Do what you love to do. Do what is enjoyable, right? For my channel, I started off with GoPro cinematic videos, workout videos, fitness and eating videos, and it wasn't making me happy. And so that type of content, if you're not passionate about it, if it's not making you happy, it's hard to keep going, right? So you got to find something that allows you to keep going. If it's the misanthropic videos, or if it's beat videos or whatever it is, like find the thing that allows you to keep going. I found it all alone. Yes, a detox from YouTube after drama kept happening. Yeah, I feel you, Ken. I miss our boy Tristan, Mr. Anti-Gambler. He was on my podcast. What episode was he on? I'm pretty sure it's still the most viewed podcast episode that I have. Let's see, the Bearsy podcast, for anyone that doesn't know. Episode 46. Wow, it was 3 months ago. So 3 months ago, Tristan was on the podcast, Mr. Anti-Gambler. I have this interesting sub group of people on this channel of people that are struggling with this gambling issue. And I think it's important for me to continually make content on this subject. But again, I don't want that to be the sole focus on my channel. I don't want it to be 100% about just gambling all the time and addictions. But man, I've been getting so many comments and messages and emails lately about people losing an insane amount of money at the casino, blowing their credit cards, their mortgage, their life savings, their kids' education funds, like all this madness that having a gambling addiction entails, or gambling compulsion. And it's tough because I get these messages from people saying that my videos are really helping them. It's helping them make a massive change in their life and getting rid of these bad habits. And so it really makes me feel good to make content like that. But again, I don't want that to be the sole focus, right? I want to make sure I still promote this general idea of self-improvement, right? That's the whole idea behind all this stuff. It's just becoming a better person than you were yesterday, removing the negative habits, adding the good ones, and just finding a way to live a happier, more fulfilled life. Because at the end of the day, that's what all this is about, right? I was watching that podcast last night, Good Memories. I consider myself a non-gambler, but love helping, supporting others. Yeah, that's what I liked about Tristan's channel too, and his streams that he had. I wasn't able to stick around for all of them, but I'd always pop in, for 5-10 minutes here or there, usually in the beginning or somewhere in the middle. And it's cool when you build like a community of people and you recognize the names. Like even here, like seeing Forrest. Like I remember the first time Forrest joined like live stream number 1, and it's so cool to know that she's still here, right? And I appreciate that. It's awesome when you build these online relationships with people, and even though like we don't meet face to face, there is still this bond, this connection that we are building in this community of getting to know each other, right? And obviously you guys know way more about me than I know about you, right? Because of how I overly share myself and talk about everything. But I feel like you guys have a pretty good understanding of who I am as a person, I guess you would say, even though you haven't met me face to face. And I love that. I love relationship building. I love conversation, friends, acquaintances, everything about that, right? Everything about these social interactions we have, it's awesome for me. And building this tribe of self-improvement, psychedelic mushrooms, and gamblers. We all unite on this channel. I don't know. It's like a cool feeling for me. Dreonix? What's up, dude? Oh, I remember you. I remember that your icon. What's his name? Something Gray? Is it Alex Gray? The psychedelic painter? No, that's not. Is that his name? Alex Gray? Man, we talked about this last time. I like your talks about gambling. It raises awareness because I never would have thought that gambling addiction is a major issue. Yeah, you know why it's tough and also a very important issue to talk about? There's so many people in the world that have a gambling addiction, but nobody knows about it. It's one of those addictions that you can't see on a surface level. And a lot of times it's hidden from family members and loved ones and friends and siblings and parents. And it's dangerous, right? Because if you have a substance addiction or a drug addiction, for example, or smoking addiction or Netflix addiction, video game addiction, your family can see it. They'll see you drinking. They'll see you consuming drugs or alcohol. They'll see the way you are reacting. They'll see you on your PlayStation or Xbox all the time, or glued to the TV watching Netflix. Like, people can see that addiction in the physical form. But a gambling addiction, a lot of the times it's like done in secret. It's done on your phone, done on your computer. It's sneaking away to the casino at night or on the weekends or when nobody knows, right? So like this gambling addiction thing, it's horrible. And the other problem too, it's not an addiction that is easy to admit. Right? When people say that they have a gambling addiction, for example, your friends and family are going to think that you're a loser or that you're throwing your life away. Right? It's not an easy thing to admit to people because they're going to judge you. And so like when I say in my past, like I was addicted to poker, I was addicted to sports betting. I still am right now. I'm still addicted to placing bets. Like when I watch the NBA, like the Boston Celtics and Miami Heat play today, it doesn't matter how many years I've been gambling free. I'm going to look at the money line and I'm going to see which side I think is a favorable proposition, and I'm going to have the urge to place the bet. And I'm going to have that, I'm guessing, for the rest of my life, right? And it's a very strange thing to admit. And I'm lucky because I don't fear the opinions of other people, right? I don't fear what my friends or family have to say about me. I don't fear criticism. I've dealt with it my entire life when it came to starting a business, dropping out of university, trying to pursue content creation, or any of these other side projects I've done. I've lived with criticism pretty much my entire life, right? It's just Derek does all these weird things. Derek does things differently. Derek doesn't want to conform like everyone else. And it sucks because it hurt me when I was younger, right? I couldn't deal with it. It's a tough thing to deal with, right? But now that I'm way more mature, I'm way more older, I have no problem admitting to people like, hey, I love to gamble. I love it. And I have no problem admitting that. Like, if you want to laugh at me, go ahead. It doesn't bother me, right? As it did before. And so that's why I think it's important to keep making videos about this subject, because I know there are some people out there who are struggling on the inside, and maybe some of my wild poker stories of my past can, maybe motivate them to make a change in their life. So that's the whole general idea. Much respect to Forrest. Forrest is the OG of OGs. It was so awesome. You know what's cool too? It's like whenever I make a video, I have no idea who's watching it. And there's people that have been subscribed to this channel that have probably never left a comment. but maybe you've watched all my videos, or maybe you watched the live stream, and I have no idea that you're there. So when you guys do show up and leave a comment or write a message, like I really appreciate it, right? It means a lot to me. And so now, like, whenever I see Forrest, you know, show up to the live stream, it's nice because, you know, I remember those days when it's just like two of us or just three of us talking about being insomniacs and staying up all night and watching Game of Thrones. Right? That's what we used to talk about. We're at House of the Dragon? How do you... Man, I gotta get that right. Is it House of the Dragon? House of the Dragon. When is season 2 coming out? I love Game of Thrones, by the way. I think that's like the one show where I have to watch. Like, and I'm someone who has completely quit Netflix. I quit everything, videos, movies, TV shows. I quit all of it. Like, there's nothing. I watched Game of Thrones, I watched House of the Dragon, and I watched the Michael Jordan documentary, The Last Dance. And after that, that was pretty much it. There was no more Stranger Things or any of those mainstream shows. And even the Marvel movies, I fell way behind. I remember one stream you guys were talking about, was it the Spider-Man movie? And I had no clue what was going on. I'm going to be watching from the clouds. I'm currently dog sitting. Hey, cool, bro. I love dogs. Dogs are the best. YouTube needs one more channel for gambling addiction support with daily live streams. Basically, another Mr. Anti-Gambler type of channel. Yeah, I'm sure it'll show up, Ken. Maybe Chris, Blackout Gambler, maybe he'll get into live streaming. That'd be super cool. So, if someone does do that, the floodgates will probably open. Now that there's a void in the anti-gambling community, now that Tristan kind of jumped ship. Oh, thanks, Ken. Yeah, Ken Smith is the best. I leave my thumbprint on far too many videos and channels, bro. Yo, Ken, you have this icon beside your name that I think only I can see. It's like one of... what does it say? It's like a purple heart, and it says one of my most supportive viewers or something, or one of my most supportive commenters. So it's super cool. So when I see your comments, I always see the purple heart. Just this morning, I was close to getting a Game of Thrones mug. Oh, really? A mug of who? Jon Snow? Daenerys? The White Walkers? I miss Game of Thrones, man. Oh yeah, I want to know when is House of the Dragon season 2 coming out? House of the Dragon season 2. When is House of the Dragon season 2 coming out? House of the Dragon Season 2's release date is a long way off with a summer 2024 premiere. Oh my gosh, so next year, summer? Dang. Wow, premiere is likely in the summer of 2024. Shoot. Okay, so I guess I'm going to have one more year of free from Netflix and HBO and all that stuff. Huge void, bro. Yeah, huge void indeed. I did it 69.99 euros. Yo, 70 euros for a mug? How much is that in Canadian? Is that like $100? Yo, euros are wild. Euros to Canadian. I'm gonna guess it's like $100. Let me see, currency conversion. 69.99 euros. Wow, 102 Canadian dollars. Was this mug made out of like titanium or something? Like what kind of Game of Thrones mug? Oh, is it like a Stein? Like one of those beer Stein things? Oh, actually, this looks pretty dope. Oh my gosh, some of these Game of Thrones mugs, they look insane. I thought like a mug like this, like, what is it, ceramic? You know, like those ceramic porcelain mugs that are like, I don't know, $10 at IKEA. But these are like steel, and wow, these look insane. It looks so cool. There's one here where there's all the, what do you call that? A sigil of each house, and there's like a blue, a red, and a yellow part. But damn though, $100 for a mug. That's too rich for my blood. Oh. Yo, David, what's up? What's going on, David? By the time it comes out, I will have forgotten about it. Oh man. Yeah, I'm probably gonna completely forget about it too, but I'm sure that there's gonna be a ton of people talking about it. So I'm sure we'll hear about it one way or another. But even like the Marvel movies, I'm so out of the loop. Like I don't even know what I've missed or what's coming out, or like I'm so far behind. I think I still have to watch that one that everyone says sucks. And I don't know any of the characters. What was it called? There's like Angelina Jolie in it, I think, and a bunch of famous people. Immortals? No. Immortals? Eternals? Was it Eternals? Ah, damn. What is this movie called? Marvel movie. Eternals or Immortal? Oh, it is the Eternals. Well, Kit Harington is in it. What the heck? He's the Black Knight? See, Eternals is 2021, so I'm 2 years behind. See what I mean? Like, I'm so out of the loop. Is it worth watching? Is it worth watching, David? Time to get some sun, bro. Stay strong and stay blessed. Hey, Ken Smith, enjoy the day, man. Enjoy your digital detox, too. You know, we only get a short window of time with beautiful weather in Canada, so enjoy it, dude. Thanks for always stopping by. I can live without it. Nope, those are ceramic too. The fancy one, really? So the one for 69.99 euros, it wasn't even the crazy one. It was a ceramic one. Oh my god! That's a ripoff. What kind of scam is that? These mugs do look dope though. Like I gotta admit, that looks super cool. But like, for the simple ceramic one, there's no way I'd pay. Wow, that's crazy. You know what though? There's so many like fans that love Game of Thrones. I'm sure there's people that buy it. The Marvels, I remember everything. You can play any Marvel movie, and by the time the Marvel logo comes up, I know what movie it is. Wow, really? Dude, dang, that's crazy. I know what movie it is. Nothing happens in that movie. It's connected to anything else in the MCU, and it was so bad, I think Marvel is just pretending it never happened. Wow, really? So it's useless. Kit is there for 2 minutes. He's only there for 2 minutes? Okay, what's the reviews on this movie? So I didn't miss anything then, right? By not watching it? Where's... okay, let's see. What did it do in the box office? So budget was 236 million. Box office, it made 400 million. Or 402 million. Post-production, marketing... Theatrical release, censorship. Censorship? Oh, gee. So there's some issues with China and some other stuff. Oh, God. Let's see. Where's the reception? Critical response. Rotten Tomatoes aggregator reported an approval rating of 47% based on 406 views, with an average rating of 5.6 out of 10. Yeah, so the reviews are pretty junk. Oh, that's hilarious. They wanted to set him up to be Black Knight, but it sucked so. Who is this character? The Black Knight. The Eternals. The Black Knight. Let's see what this dude looks like. Oh, he has like a helmet and a sword? Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, this guy looks funny. He has like the golden chest plate armor and like the silver shoulder guards and chainmail. So funny. The Black Knight. Well, at least I didn't miss anything. But where are the Marvel movies currently at? Now I'm interested. I'm interested to see. Was there anything after the Eternals that was good that I missed? Because I watched Black Widow, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange. Wait, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Matt. Okay, yeah, I watched that. List of Marvel cinematic movies. Let me see. Let's see where we're at in 2023. Oh, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Yeah, I didn't watch that. Uh-oh. That's probably really good, right? Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I didn't watch that. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Nope. The Marvels. November. Okay, so they're on... Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 just came out. Dang. So I am 1, 2, 3 videos behind. Yeah, I'm 3 videos behind. So the most recent that I watched was Thor Love and Thunder in July 2022. Yeah, so 3 behind. Man, is that embarrassing that I haven't watched Black Panther? Jeez. Quantumania was good. Oh, really? Oh man, rip Marvel. Their movies had been getting really bad. Guardians of the Galaxy is good. Black Panther was also good. The only Marvel movie that I have not watched in theaters is Eternal. Okay, so you watched all of them in the theaters, but not the Eternals. Wow. So did you know that the Eternals was bad, or it just happened to work out that way? That's interesting. Okay, so Guardians of the Galaxy is good, Black Panther is good, and what was Quantumania? Oh, the Ant-Man. So those 3 that I missed, they're all good then. So does the order matter? So it's Black Panther first, and then Ant-Man, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. And then at the end of this year, the Marvels? What's the Marvels? I don't even know half of this stuff. Yo, Kevin, what's up, dude? Mr. Drama is here. Yo, Kevin, what drama are you bringing today to the stream? Yo, someone was asking about you last time. No, there was 2 people that were asking about you. I had someone on my podcast that watched one of the podcasts that we did. And they're like, yo, that guy Kevin brings all the smoke. And I was like, yeah, man, he loves it. And then someone in the stream was like, where's the guy that brings all the drama? And I was like, oh, you mean Kevin? Mr. Red Pill. Oh, so funny. Even during the lockdown, I drove down to Ottawa to watch Spider-Man. Oh, wow, really? Oh, yeah, I remember you told me that. That's crazy. That's crazy, though. But it was worth it, though. I knew. Oh, so you knew that the Eternals was going to be shit. Dang. Okay, so I can just skip that one then and just skip it entirely. Actually, let me see. So before Eternals was, so the order was Black Widow, Shang-Chi. So I watched both of those. Then the Eternals, I skipped that. Then there was Spider-Man No Way Home. I watched that. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I watched that. And then Thor, Love and Thunder. Okay, so I watched all of those. So I just skipped Eternals. But I watched all the rest. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. No drama today. Forrest said, oh God. What's up, Kevin? How's the channel, bro? Your embrace masculinity videos are popping, man. Keep it going. Somehow we're almost at 1K subs. It's cool, right? Isn't it cool? Your channel grew fast, dude, because you started in January? So it's only what? It took you 5 months to get to 1K subs? I think it took me over a year and a half, I think. I think it was like a year and a half to get to 1K subs. There is one reason you should watch it. You'll know about it when you do. Oh, man. So are you saying I need to watch it, Forrest? Don't watch Eternals and Morbius? What the hell is it? Oh, no, we talked about Morbius before, right? That's Jared Leto, right? That vampire something. I have no idea who or what Morbius is. They're absolute garbage. Morbius is too cringy. Okay, so Forrest and David agree that Morbius is shit. He's like a vampire or something, right? The hell, Morbius? I remember we Googled this during one of the streams and it was like Jared Leto. Oh my gosh, dude. 16% Rotten Tomatoes, 35% Metacritic. Oh man, it's like real bad. So what is he supposed to be? Is he in like the Marvel universe? He's like a vampire, right? But when I search up the Marvel movies, it's not even on the list. So I guess it's independent? Morbius. Hold on, I'm just trying to... Morbius is a superhero film based on the Marvel Comics character of the same name. Okay, so it's a Marvel Comics character, but I guess it has no relation to Avengers or any of that timeline stuff. Part of the Blade franchise. Really? That's interesting. Michael Morbius. Yeah, no idea. I'll take your word and I'll skip it too. Let me see. You can skip Venom 2 also. It's kind of bad. Oh, I didn't watch Venom either. Oh, gosh. Yo, Le Corsair. What's up, dude? Welcome back to YouTube. You're on summer break now, so you're going to pump out the videos again? It's Morbin time? No, he's Sony. Oh, what? Morbius is Sony? Oh, yeah, Sony Pictures. What the heck? But production is by Marvel Entertainment. How does that work? Is this one of those things where like Marvel sold the rights to some of like their characters and then Sony bought them? Is that what this is? Because I remember there was something like that, right? Wasn't there other Marvel characters that like Sony bought? Man, my memory sucks. Have you watched Dune? Oh, yo, I love Dune. I love Dune. I have the Dune board game. Like, Dune has this like like the book is huge too, right? But there's like this Dune board game that was like big way back in the day, and I bought the reprinted version for like $50 or something. So I have the Dune board game here, and during the pandemic, it like went out of print, so you can't even like buy it anymore. And I think the price went from like $50 to like 300 or something. Or maybe it's like 500 now. Let me see. How much is this board game? I should try to sell it. So the Dune board game remake is called Rex. Rex board game. Yeah, 300. Yeah, so it's $300 now. And I bought it for $50. That's crazy. How is a board game $300? Insane. Dune's good. Yeah, man, I love Dune. Wait, there's going to be another one, isn't there? Isn't there going to be like a whole series? But it probably takes them, what, a couple of years, right? To make a movie that intricate and that deep with like the storyline and the visuals and the CGI. Yeah, I'll definitely watch the series. I'm guessing there's going to be more than one. Yes, Derek, thank you for the welcome. Yeah, man. I'm always glad to see when YouTubers don't quit. You know how many YouTubers I have in my subscription feed that like give up or they quit or they haven't posted a video in like 12 months or something? Like it's very common. And it sucks because I know a bunch of creators who are like super talented, like just really entertaining, and for whatever reason, the haters, the trolls, the negative comments, whatever the reasoning is, there's always something that gets them, or maybe YouTube just gets boring, right? And you just want to like move on in life, which is fair, which is fine. But I always love it when, people come back. So, like we were talking earlier, one of the guys in our gambling addiction niche, he sort of like blew up his whole channel, deleted everything. And we were all kind of sad. We're like, oh man, it sucks, right? Because some YouTubers are making a difference in people's lives, right? Especially this guy who was talking about like anti-gambling stuff. So it's unfortunate, but that's just life, right? Things change. I like Dune. I've always liked Dune, everything since childhood. So maybe that's why. Oh, the spice. Forrest likes the spice. Yeah, Dune is cool. I've never read the books though. I think I tried reading the first book once, and for whatever reason, I just couldn't get into it, and I'm not entirely sure why. I don't like this song. Let me change this song. Yeah, Sony owns the rights to some characters. Marvel bought back a lot of them. Oh, okay, I see. What about the X-Men? Is that what happened with the X-Men? Or is that always like Sony? I remember something about, there's some controversy about the X-Men and Marvel, like the characters can't, even though some of their stories, the paths intersect. Am I getting that right? I'm literally just talking out of my ass. I don't know anything about this Marvel stuff. I don't know anything. I don't know what I'm talking about. I should shut up. And the soundtrack, that movie is only the first half of the first book out of 8. So yeah, we will grow old with those movies. I only read 3. Oh, there's 8 books? Oh my gosh. So the first movie was the first book out of 8. Yo, that's insane. Let me see this. Dune books. Wow, that's wild. Dune 1965. And then Dune Messiah 1969. Children of Dune in 76. God Emperor of Dune in 81. Chapter House Dune in 85. Heretics of Dune in 84. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of books. Jeez. Dune franchise. Wow, it came out in 65. That's incredible. Have you ever watched the original Dune movie? It's so clunky. Did it come out in like the 90s? I want to say like the 90s it came out. Dune movie. Like the original one where they wear like those, what do you call it? Is it prosthetics where you wear like those masks and stuff? Because like the CGI sucks, right? Dune movie. Oh, it's 84. Wow, so the movie came out when I was born. Oh, that's hilarious. I thought it was like 91 or something. It's 1984. Oh, it was a flop. It lost like $5 million in the box office. Huh. Dune in 1984. What a funny year. That's one of my favorite books of all time. 1984 by George Orwell. Man, if you haven't read that book, that's probably like one of my favorites of all time. If I had to pick one, yeah. But for whatever reason, I never got into the Dune books. I only read 3. Okay, so you know what's going on then, Forrest. Disney bought Fox though. Oh, does Fox? So what does Fox own? Does Fox own X-Men? X-Men is an American superhero film series based on the Marvel Comics superhero team of the same name. 20th Century Fox obtained the film's rights to the team and other related characters in 1994 for $2.6 million. Disney's $71 billion acquisition of 20th Century Fox means, oh my gosh, $71 billion. That's how much it costs to acquire 20th Century Fox. Man, that's wild. Disney bought literally every main media franchise that we love. Lucasfilms, Marvel, National Geographic. Wow, that's crazy. I had no idea. Yes, and the TV series. Wow. Wait, so when is this, the next Dune movie coming out then? Dune movie. So the first one was 2021? Yeah, 2021. Okay, so Dune Part 2, 2023. Yo, it says 2023, so this year. Where's the release date? Release date is November 3rd, 2023 for Canada. Oh, okay, so one day after my birthday. Yo, birthday party, you're gonna go watch Dune Part 2. Shit. A lame ass birthday party. So what'd you do for your birthday, bro? Oh, I watched Dune. Dune Part 2. Yo, I'm excited for this. I want to watch this. How do you say that guy's name? The main character? Timothy Chalamet? Chalamet? It looks like it's French. He has that Pokemon apostrophe on the E. Does that mean you pronounce the E like an A? I can't pronounce this dude's name. Dune Part 2. Did you know that Apple is worth more than Disney, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Walmart combined? Wow. Really? Yo, Apple is like... Yo, that's wild. Disney, Coca-Cola, McDonald's, and Walmart. Jesus. I get it though, you know. I completely understand the appeal of Apple. It's when you create like such revolutionary products like that, people love it. People can't live without Apple. I get it. But damn, that's crazy. Their net worth is worth more than all of them combined. And we're talking about like heavy hitters like Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Walmart. Like those are like the top dogs. What about Google? I'd assume like Apple and Google are like up there, right? Chalamet? Chalamet? Is that right? Chalamet? Yo, don't get me started with pronunciation of words. Forest? Don't send me any German words. Butterfly in German? I don't want to say it. Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, that's cool. So we're getting something this year. So Dune this year. And what was the Marvel movie from this year? There was a Marvel movie too, right? Where is it? So we're getting Dune in November. And then... Oh, the Marvels also in November. November 10th. So a week after. Alright, so November is the month for movies this year. That's funny. Schmetterling. Google is 260.89 billion with a B. Jeez. Talk about a monopoly. That's wild. Don't have to, just say my name. Oh, man. Yeah, Google's crushing it. You know what's interesting about Google? Is this like ability they have to, or this desire to be like competitive. And I see this from YouTube because Google owns YouTube, right? I get all these like emails from Google as like a YouTube partner, and it's like they want to combat Twitch, so they have YouTube streaming. They want to combat TikTok, so they have YouTube Shorts. They want to combat Snapchat or Instagram, so they have like YouTube Stories. Like there's this competition where they're always like expanding, and it's wild to see because they obviously have an ungodly amount of money and resources. Like even just think about like Google Ads or like the search page. Like everyone uses Google to search for stuff. Google Drive is another big one too that I use. Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, like, man, I use everything Google. I just Googled it quick and wrote the number. It might be wrong. Dude, they're what, $250 to $1 trillion company? That's insane. So insane. Yeah, I don't know. Google's an interesting one, and they have a phone too, right? I had the phone once. What was it called? What's their phone called? The Pixel? It's called the Pixel, right? Because I had the Google Pixel 1, the very first one. I wonder what generation they're on. Google Pixel phone. Google Pixel 7. Okay, so they're on like the 7th gen. I had number 1. It was alright. It was an okay phone. Google, how much does it cost? Google Pixel 7 price. Yo, I mangled my phone. I somehow dropped it. There's like this massive crack on the screen. First time that's ever happened to me. I have no idea what happened though. Let's see. Google Pixel 7. $800? Oh, wait, no, it varies depending on the type of phone you want, the type of spec. There's a pro version. Oh my gosh. That's too much for me, bro. That's too much for me. Oh yeah, anyway, so speaking of money, so I've been thinking a lot recently about YouTube stuff, income, money, business, and all these things. So for the longest time, my YouTube channel, it was like, didn't really do much. I get like maybe 200 views a day, 300 views. And it would kind of grow slowly through 2019, 2020, 2021. And then even the beginning half of 2022, there wasn't really much growth at all. It was like pretty slow. And then towards the end of 2022, things started to inevitably pick up. And then especially into this year, 2023, it's been, I don't want to say taking off, but it's growing sort of at an exponential rate. Whereas before, if I gained one new subscriber in a day, like I'd be pretty happy. Like, oh, cool, today we gained a sub, right? We had one more sub than yesterday, and I'd be pretty happy about that, right? Now we're at this very bizarre point where I've been gaining like 15, sometimes even 20 subscribers every single day. And that's even if I do nothing at all. So it's interesting because it's reached, why can't I talk? It's reached this point of perpetual growth where the growth is just happening on its own. And with that growth comes like opportunities and more Google AdSense money, which is kind of cool, right? Because now the channel is doing a lot better and things are growing and there's like tons of comments now, and I struggle to keep up with the comment section. But it's interesting because now the way that I think about YouTube also from like a business sense, that this dream that I have of trying to pursue this like full time one day, it could be a reality in the near, not so distant future. And so that was sort of part of the reason why I made that recent video of this plan that I have to escape the 9-to-5 and stop wasting my time at this like day job that doesn't give me any fulfillment in my life. The reason I go, it's because you get a guaranteed paycheck, I get vacation days, I get benefits, and a pension plan, which are all great things, especially when you have a family, right? But there's no like passion there. There's no like happiness or fulfillment. There's nothing. It's like I'm dead inside when I'm at the day job. It's just the mundane day in, day out task of a job that I don't really resonate with at all in the slightest. Like it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me happy or excited or inspire me or anything like that. And there was a couple opportunities that came up this year where I got to work with one of my closest friends, and we did some stuff at the Detroit Pistons and Detroit Tigers games in, where's Detroit? Michigan, right? Yeah, Michigan. And so there's like a bunch of opportunities that have been sort of been around, and whenever I can, I've jumped on those opportunities. And the amount of happiness it gave me to do like just creative work, man. I want to have that feeling like every single day. And even if I could somehow manage to do that, like take this stream, for example, with you guys, with David and Forrest and Corsair and whoever else is still here, like if I could even just do this more frequently instead of once a week, this is a lot of fun for me, right? It's sort of like made me rethink my life a lot, because in 2 years I'll be 40, right? And so I always think like, how many years do I have left? How many good years or youthful years do I have, as a human being on this world? And I sometimes wonder, like, am I going to regret not taking a leap of faith and trying to pursue a career in a field that I absolutely love? Am I going to regret that if I don't take that risk? And so that's been weighing on my conscience a lot recently. And I've been thinking about this more and more. And I was like, man, is there a way that I could have this plan of mine to or build this business or whatever it is, the podcast, the stream, the videos, the newsletter, any of this stuff that I do? Is there a way that I could turn this into a full-time income? And I think the answer that I've stumbled upon is, the moment there is an opportunity to do so, I think I'm going to take that leap of faith, because I probably won't be able to live with myself if I never at least tried, right? And I just, what's the word? Settle for the soulless job, settle for the work that I just don't like it. Like, there's nothing enjoyable about it. I don't hate it per se. Like, it's not a bad job that I have, but I don't have that like spark, that passion, that energy, that enthusiasm when I do go to the day job, right? And so this is like an interesting philosophical crossroad that I'm at in my life, right? Like, is it too late to take a risk? Is it too late to take a leap of faith? You know, some would say it's never too late to start something or try. But again, I think the whole journey of like this YouTube channel stuff since 2019, all of this preparation, all of this work, all of this grinding, all of this like building up this community and content, is that when that preparation meets opportunity, what is the decision that you're going to make? Are you going to jump on the opportunity, or are you going to take the easy path of least resistance, the conservative option, and do what's comfortable, right? And so that road of preparation, it's inching closer and closer to opportunity. And I sort of see it all around me. And I'm just wondering, like, when am I going to jump? Right? When am I just going to jump and just go for it? And so, yeah, so that's an interesting an interesting idea that I've been thinking a lot about. Because also, that one, like, even just making like a video for like the Detroit Pistons, for example, or just going there with my friend and just like helping him out, it was like so much fun. You know, even just making content that's not about like myself. Even just like making content in general is a lot of fun. It's something that I have a lot of pride and passion in. I don't know, there's all these like all this like conflicting ideas that I have, because other people would argue like, hey, you know, you have a good stable thing going for you. You have this job that gives you, what is it, 23 vacation days with like full benefits for my wife and my kids, with dental and health care coverage, and then also like a pension plan for when I inevitably retire. Like, I get it. Like, I totally understand that argument from the side of like, appreciate what you have, don't take it for granted, right? If you give up on it, you throw that all away. But also the way that I think about it is that, say you take a leap of faith and it doesn't work out, you can always just kind of go back to the corporate 9 to 5. Like, it's always going to be there, right? And so that's sort of like the way that I think about it. But I don't know. Like I said, I'm conflicted. These are the things that I've been struggling with a lot recently. Because, man, it'd be so much fun. Like, imagine just waking up and you're so excited to go to work, instead of you're dreading to drive in traffic, you're dreading to drive on the highway for 45 minutes to commute. Like, imagine if you had days like that. Every day you just wake up excited, and you just like jump out of bed and you're just so happy to get to work. Because that's what this is for me. Like today, for example, Saturday, there's no work. We're at home. We took the kids swimming. But other than that, I was like making some YouTube shorts. I was thinking about like thumbnails and title ideas for a future video. I was trying to reach out to other YouTubers to collaborate for the podcast. And then when you're doing that, you're in the zone, and time just goes by. Everything was like quick. And so, yeah, that's just what I'm feeling at this moment. Sorry for the long rant. Hopefully there will be lots of good changes in the future. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, I started a random third channel. And this is how you can tell I love this stuff. I don't know if you guys noticed, but actually I haven't really talked too much about it. So anyways, I started a third channel. I just called it like Bearsy Analytics. And it's just sharing pretty much everything I know about YouTube, growing on YouTube, subscribers, getting monetized, Google AdSense, like anything related to analytics or income from YouTube. For example, I just made this like super, I want to say low quality. How do I describe this channel? It's like a super raw, unfiltered channel with no video editing. They're just like videos that are like 2 minutes, and they're just off the top of my head, just in the moment, really quick, straight to the point, very concise. No sort of introductions or stalling. It's just straight up transparency, information dense, as fast as possible. And yeah, I don't know, even making a channel like that is a lot of fun for me. So Operation Full-Time Creator in full effect. Yeah, we'll talk after the stream, dude. I have some ideas, a lot of interesting ideas. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. And I never really thought about this too much. Like when I first started the channel, like let's say like the pandemic. Like when the pandemic started, I was maybe like half a year into YouTube, posting consistently. There was no like clear goal or vision or what I even wanted the channel to become. It was just sort of this thing, this side project that I was doing in my spare time that was a lot of fun. And then I didn't really know where I was going. Like there wasn't like a goal or a mountain that I was like clearly aiming towards. It was just record a video, edit a video, post it. Okay, what's the next topic? What are we gonna do next week? What's the next video? What's the next thumbnail gonna be? And I pretty much just took it like day by day. But now I'm trying to take it more seriously, right? Because we have got to a point where there's like a lot, I wouldn't say demand. That's not the right word. Like the audience is bigger. So I feel like I have a responsibility to keep producing the best possible content I can, whether it's not just visuals or just the way I speak, or just being information dense, providing value, right? And so that's what I'm trying to do right now with the channel. I'm like trying to think things through as best I can. So lots of questions definitely in the near future that I don't have answers for yet. So I'm still trying to figure it out. So yeah, so what else is going on? Let's see. So there's a big basketball game on tonight. Should I gamble on it? Just kidding. So in terms of future content, I have this like super funny spreadsheet. Let me pull it up. I kind of like plan out all the sort of the topics of videos that I'm going to post. I don't know if this is good or not. So anyways, every month, my goal sort of has been to have one video centered around self-improvement, one video centered around psychedelics, and at least one video about addictions, more specifically gambling addiction. And so I think, now normally this is really bad YouTube advice, because most YouTubers tell you like pick one niche Pick sort of like one general idea or topic that your channel is going to be about, and then just focus in on that and try to be the best possible creator you can be on that one subject. The worst thing you could do is create a variety channel where you're sort of like flip-flopping, you're jumping all over the place. One week you're talking about this and next week you're talking about that. And there's no clear, concise direction or niche to your channel. So those type of variety channels are a lot harder to grow. And so of course it's really good YouTube advice to pick a niche down and sort of just go all in and have tunnel vision per se, right? When it comes to the direction of your channel. But for me, I've gone against the grain and I've sort of found these 3 sub niches that I just love to make content about. And so that's been the clear direction of the channel moving forward. Now I know algorithmically, that's not a good decision to make because it's definitely going to hurt me in the process. If I wanted to grow the channel as fast as I could, I'd probably post every single video would be about poker and the casino and gambling. That'd probably be like the fastest way to growth, but it's not what I want to do though, right? Like I don't want to pigeonhole myself to just make one type of content, because what if there's an event in my life that is super beneficial, like say the psychedelic mushrooms, for example, right? I've had like so many profound experiences that help me mentally, spiritually, not really sure physically, but I've had a plethora of benefits from these psychedelic trips. But should I not make videos about it because my niche is this, whereas psychedelics, it falls on the complete other side of the spectrum? And so I don't want to do that, right? And the other thing is, I think this is why I've been able to keep going for 4 years without too much growth, is the variety, right? Just being able to create videos and talk about things that I love. And so that's what I think I'm going to keep doing moving forward. But if you're good at all those topics, then why not? That's a good point, Forrest. Am I good at all those topics though? You tell me. I can't tell. I don't know. I find the psychedelic mushroom content is the funniest, because I get these comments from people where they tell me their psychedelic trips or stories, and the things that people see are wild. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Like one guy would be like, yeah, I was thinking about taking a bunch of mushrooms, so I took a handful and I ate like 10 grams. I'd be like, 10 grams? 10? And it's like their first experience ever. I'm like, oh my gosh, but you took 10 grams? Like, how are you alive still? That's insane. And it's just so funny reading these stories that people have, because it's so common, right? It's like that age-old story where, I took too much and I went flying through space and I was all paranoid and I had all these hallucinations. Like, it's an age-old story of taking way too much without knowing, or taking way too much for the first time, or taking a dose and not feeling anything for the first half an hour and thinking that it's not working, so you consume more. And then it takes you into the deep depths of hell. I love reading those comments. They make me laugh. They're so funny. I'm like, just damn, man. Some of you guys are crazy. Because the most that I've ever done is 5. I think 5 is 5 grams is the most that I've ever done. I think 2 grams is like my sweet spot. Maybe we'll do another trip soon. I don't know. We'll see. Like Seth Rogen and how he somehow ends up in Paris. Seth Rogen is funny. You know what I miss? I miss those like old school comedy movies. I feel like everybody nowadays, especially society, everyone is so sensitive. And I feel like a lot of these movie companies, they don't like to take these risks because they're afraid of like the backlash or the financial repercussions of making something that is controversial, for example. So maybe this is why Hollywood just keeps churning out Marvel movies, keeps churning out superhero movies, or making movies based on books like Dune, for example, that people have loved for decades because it's like a safe bet. And I wonder, like, what was the last comedy movie that was really rough around the edges or really controversial, or maybe not controversial is the right word, like maybe offensive? Like, what's the most recent comedy movie that was like extremely offensive? Like, I remember watching Superbad, and that was crazy. Could you make that now in 2023? I don't know. Probably not, because everyone on social media would get outraged. Oh, Kevin, what's up, Kevin? You're still here, bro. Do you take collagen peptides? No. I know what collagen is. I know what peptides are, but I don't know what collagen peptides are. Collagen peptides? Collagen peptide powder? Is this a supplement? Bro, what is this? Wait, is that this? What is this? The most common proposed benefits of collagen peptides are improved skin health and reduced joint pain. These supplements are touted to support digestion and heart health, prevent bone loss, and increase muscle mass. Oh, really? This sounds like an Andrew Huberman topic. Has that guy created a video on these collagen peptides? Collagen peptides, great in coffee. Unflavored dietary supplement. Mix into your hot or cold drinks. 11 grams per serving. Oh my gosh, wild. Yeah, so no. No, the only supplements I take protein powder, creatine, sometimes when I'm lifting. Right now I'm not lifting, so no creatine. Fish oil, calcium, magnesium, D3, and there's one more. What else is in my supplement stack? There's something else. I can't remember. Yeah, I have like all the super basic supplement stack that I have. Let me see. That was real life for him. Oh yeah. That's so funny. Those bad trips and all of a sudden you wake up in a completely different country or continent. South Park is still running. Yo, South Park is like grandfathered in. South Park's hilarious. I don't watch South Park normally, but I always will catch like random clips here or there. I love what South Park gets away with. It's like they can make fun of all the ridiculous things that are going on in the world. But imagine if you like wanted to create South Park today. Like there was no way that would get approved. There's no way you could bring this. What do you call it? A pilot? Is that what you call like the beginning episode of like a new series, like a pilot? Like imagine you bring a pilot episode to Hollywood and it's South Park. There's no way they're gonna greenlight that now in 2023. But like South Park has been around so long, they'll like never get canceled. They're basically the only media that ridicules everything and they don't get canceled. Exactly, right? They make fun of everything. And it's like all the super sensitive stuff too. Like they'll talk about like the masculine stuff, the feminine stuff, the trans stuff, the gender stuff, the political stuff, even like Donald Trump. Like they'll do everything. It's amazing. It's so funny. They troll everything and still don't even make it in the news because everyone knows what they're getting into and watching South Park. So they can basically do whatever they want and not get canceled. Yeah, that's wild. Do you watch South Park, David? Do you watch it regularly? When did it even come out? I feel like South Park has been around for like 25 years. Okay, when is South Park release date? I'm going to guess 25 years ago. Let me see. South Park, 26 seasons? So when's the first, what year was the first season? How come this doesn't say? List of episodes. Season 1 was August 13, 1997. Oh my god. Okay, so 97 is 26 years ago. Okay, so I was 1 year off. Wow, so they've been around for 26 years. Jeez, that's crazy. I watch it not too often, but sometimes. I smoke up and just trying to chill on my phone and have something playing. That's like the perfect show to have playing in the background. That's so funny. South Park. What a wild show. I love it that they can't get canceled. I love that. I feel like you need someone or something to ridicule and make fun of things that are ridiculous. Like, we can't just always be super sensitive about every little thing. All right? Like, it even drives me crazy when you talk about fitness and people get sensitive because you're fat shaming people. Like that's like the one thing that drives me nuts. Because every single human being in the entire world can benefit from getting some exercise, eating less sugar, eating less McDonald's, eating less cake and bullshit. Like, everyone can benefit from that. Right? This is not like a controversial thing. Human beings need good nutrition. Human beings need exercise. There's nothing controversial about that. But for whatever reason, whenever I talk about stuff like that, I get this like response like, "Oh, you shouldn't be like fat shaming people." Like, what? What are we talking about? So I don't know. It helps bone health, and I thought maybe taking it can make me taller a tiny bit. I saw it claims to make people taller during puberty somewhere, though I don't know. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. No idea at all. If there's anyone I would trust, if Andrew Huberman has made a video about it, I would trust what he has to say. That guy is like the #1 resource for proven information on health that's backed by science. So I would look up Andrew Huberman, and then what was it? Collagen peptides? See if he's talked about it. Your channel has been growing quite a bit. They call you toxic for doing push-ups or doing bicep curls. Yeah, the channel has been really taking off. Like, was it January was my best month ever, and then February beat that, and then March beat that, and then April beat that, and now May is even going to beat the last month. It's like every month now, it's like I'm having my best month in terms of views. I think April was my first month with like 100,000 views and 400 something subs, and I think in May we're going to do like 120,000 views and like close to 500 subs. Like, it's cool because I guess all the hard work has paid off, right? The interesting thing now is it's how like people funnel in at a super consistent rate. And I think it's also whenever you look at a YouTube channel, right? And say you see my channel, you see 4,000 subscribers. In the past, when you look at my channel and you see 400, there's sort of like this idea you have like, oh, this guy's channel sucks. He only has 400 subs. There's not that many people subscribing to it, so it's probably garbage. But then when you see someone with like a 4,000 subscriber channel, it's almost as if you give it more credit because now you know that other people subscribe to it. So maybe like you're missing out on something. It's the same when you see like a 40,000 subscriber or a 400,000 subscriber channel, or you see a channel with like 4 million. You know that all these other people are subscribing to it, so you think it must be good. But then when you see that channel that has like 40 subs, it's like, oh, this channel sucks. So I wonder if there's something there that people see the numbers, so more people are inclined to just subscribe randomly. I don't like. I have no idea. I don't know, because people just come like every single day without me really doing too much, which is kind of cool. So, but yeah, this month definitely going to be the best in terms of analytics. Let me see. Let me go into my analytics. What have I done so far in May? Okay, let's filter by month of May. So we have what? Today's the 27th. So we have today and 28, 29, 30, 31. So we have today and 4 more days for the month. So in May so far, we did 106,000 views, 2,000 watch hours, 393 subs, and 90 in AdSense so far. Yeah, pretty good. So again, we're going to have the best month ever for my channel. Super cool. It's exciting. They don't need somebody else telling them. Oh, yeah, man. I know. It's so funny. But yeah, man, I'm excited for everything. The podcast too has had like a slight uptick, I think. The podcast was wild. In the beginning, it'd be like the views would be like 7, 8. Like it wouldn't even get to 10. Like, and even the audio version, the plays would be like 1 or 0. But now when I go to the podcast, it's like 80 views, 97. Hey, the one with Kevin has 118. Mr. Drama. So yeah, it's cool. It's like slowly getting there. The podcast was much more of a grind than the main channel though. The podcast was like, man, it was tough. Because the thing is, like, you post a 2-hour podcast, like a YouTube video that's 2 hours. When people click that, the vast majority of people are not going to watch the whole video. So when I go into the analytics for the podcast, it looks awful. It's like average view duration is like 5% or 4% or something. And of course, you'll have a couple people every once in a while watch like the full episode, but I feel like growing a podcast is super hard. It's so difficult unless you have maybe a group of friends that have a certain level of clout, or they're a professional in some certain field. Like, if you don't have that, I feel like it's tough to grow a pod. Like my podcast, I just have like random people on that are willing to be on because probably like 90% of the time that I ask people to be on the podcast is always like they say no, or they're interested but it doesn't work out, or they say yes and then they ghost me, or it just, the scheduling crumbles. Like something always happens. Like trying to collaborate with people on the podcast is one of the most frustrating things that I do. And it's fine. I get it. It's probably like growing pains, right? But that's another form of content that's a lot of fun. Especially the last one. The most recent episode that I posted last week with Beneath the Surface. Man, he's like killing it on YouTube. He has like 60-something thousand subscribers. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what the future has in store. Man, it's almost 2:00. I'm fully fasted since, let me see, 8:30 last night. So how long is that? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So we are 17 hours fasted right now. All right, I'm going to go chill in my hammock. Hey, Hey David, thanks for stopping by, bro. Good conversations. Enjoy the nice weather. I'm probably gonna end this stream soon anyway. I gotta go have some lunch. I'm beyond the 16-hour fasting window. Enjoy your weekend. All right, I'm probably going to wrap up this stream. Kevin, Brian, Forrest. I don't know. I don't know who else is still here. Anyone still here? But yeah, let me just what I have planned quickly. So I'm going to try to keep posting one short every single day on my channel. I'm going to try to post a regular YouTube video either on Wednesday or Thursday. And then I do have a video every Friday on the Bearsy Analytics channel. So if you guys are looking into or interested in learning about like YouTube analytics, click-through rates, monetization, any of that type of stuff related to YouTube analytics, definitely check that channel out. We have the podcast, still as two episodes per month, and then the newsletter, of course. Yeah, I definitely need people to, well, if you want to sign up for the newsletter, I'll leave a link in the description down below. I'm going to have a newsletter coming out next week for the beginning of June, just talking about some random dates and ideas and things that I have in the works. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Thanks everyone who came by to the stream. Misanthrope, Ken, Forrest, Brian Draconics, Corsair, and everyone else, David. Always love doing these streams, and we'll set the next stream to next Saturday or Sunday, either June 3rd or 4th. So yes, that's pretty much it, and have a good weekend, guys.